I promise y'all, Mykelti Brown Padron from Sister Wives. If you didn't know, she's the child of Cody and Christine Brown. I'm going to tell y'all something. This girl is just the gift that keeps on giving. She really is. Jessica Simpson 2.0. That's what I've always called Mykelti. Because, in my opinion, she's like Jessica Simpson. Whereas they're just honest and naturally dingy. No ill will or ill intent is behind anything they say or do. That's just my opinion, okay? Now, they are human, okay? They're not perfect. But I think they're just her and Jessica Simpson. Very much alike. Naturally dingy. And I'm not trying to be mean or say that in a bad way. They ain't nothing bad with that. I enjoy a good Mykelti moment. And that is why we're here today. Mykelti and Tony, since moving to North Carolina, is living lavish. Child, they have got not only a 2/3-story home, they are living in a nice community. And I'm guessing it is from Tony's job as a chess player and him and Mykelti's Patreon. Look at here. This was her latest post. Now, she does talk about a day job, which I still don't know what the day job is, but we'll discuss further. Her caption read, "You can find me in the water, at the beach, or under the sun for the next several weeks. Well, when I'm not working the day job that pays the bills, or taking care of the inside house duties that come with being an adult. Otherwise, under the sun with water." Okay, Jessica Simpson. Now, what I'm saying is, what is the day job? What is the day job? Now, she does post a lot promoting the Plexus, and she does post on Patreon, and she does post on social media. So, I'm guessing that is her day job. Hey, relatable? But y'all, do you understand where I'm getting at when I'm like the gift that keeps on giving? I love me some Mykelti. I love a Mykelti moment. The latest Mykelti moment, look, she stays traveling. She stays posting, outdoors, doing things with her kids. I love that about her. She's an active, hands-on mama. This recent video was her at the swimming pool in her HOA, which when she said the HOA, child, that drew so many people in the comment section of this video, and we're going to read the comments, but first, let's watch the video.
This is what having an HOA looks like, is you get a community pool, and there's still people here, but not a lot of people here. So we have my kids for an hour in the kiddie pool, and it's pretty great. And then Avalon's actually got her floaty on, and she's in the big pool, or swim, or whatever it's called. But that's what we're doing this weekend.
She kills me, I'm telling y'all. She said, "It's the HOA. This is what it's like having a community pool." Woo! Thank you, Mykelti. Now, y'all, the comments, child, let's just go through the comments. Okay, we got somebody asking what a HOA is, Homeowners Association. A bunch of Karens that tell you what color you can paint your house and sue you over a brown spot in your lawn. That's a great definition, LOL. I love HOAs. In my opinion, it keeps people from putting couches on front porches and cars up on blocks in the driveway. Interesting. What were the comments? Never lived anywhere with an HOA and never had that be an issue. It keeps people accountable, forces them to keep their grass cut. But there is a little too much control, getting fines for not bringing a garbage can in before like 5 p.m. or dictating the type of mailbox outside or the color of house. Some of it is a little much. I do not live where there is an HOA, but I wish there was something to hold my neighbors on both sides of me accountable for how their property looks. We work at keeping our property presentable, just to look out our window at what would some call a junkyard. Why do you have your kids for only an hour? No, she said her kids were in the kiddie pool for an hour. Cute suit. Have fun. All right. I feel the same way. Love the amenities and how nice the neighborhood looks, but some of the rules can be a bit much. Now, there are very few communities or neighborhoods, I guess you could say, around here that have HOAs because we all rednecks, hillbillies, and in the country. And it's just a thing. You do what you want with your own property you pay for. That's your property. Whatever. It is what it is. There's people down the road from me. You want me to describe what next door looks like? They spray paint their trailer, okay? They spray paint messages on their trailer. I mean, there is trash in the yard. The people next door to... I'm not even going to go there, okay? Because they might be watching this channel. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, let whatever... Look... That ain't none of my business what you doing with your property. Yeah, I can have an opinion on it, but how dare some Sally Joe come tell me what I need to do. You need to mow your grass. Well, Sally Joe, if you've got the time, then by all means, come mow my grass. If you want me to put up a new mailbox, then, go buy me one. Go put it up. I mean, people are rich. And in my opinion, that's what it is. It's the rich trying to dictate with money how people live. That is control. That's what it all boils down to. Okay? If you're able to pay an HOA, you're rich. You're rich, bitch. I mean, ain't no other way of putting it. All right, let's just quit sugarcoating it. If you're paying an HOA, if you can afford to pay that extra nonsense, you're rich. And with that comes rules. And a bunch of rich people get together and they make up rules for what other people need to do. Child, please. But anyway, let me go ahead. Our HOA sucks. We pay too much for them to do nothing. I need to move there, not for the HOA, but I need a pool in my life. Well, child, go buy you a pool. I mean, you could buy a pool for cheaper than you could pay monthly fees for the HOA, I guarantee you. I absolutely refuse to live in an HOA. Our HOA wouldn't let us put a flower pot by our front door or a porch swing on a very large front porch that, in my opinion, was perfect for one or even two porch swings. Well, you should be able to put a porch swing wherever you want. I would move if I was you. HOAs are the worst. Yeah, the pool is nice, but I hate HOAs. I was at my pool HOA for not even 5 minutes before the manager was walking around being nosy. Can't stand it. No privacy. And cameras always on us too. Yeah, HOAs sometimes have their panties in a wad, especially if there's a Karen who thinks her duty is to find anything wrong. We've lived in both ridiculously strict to no one gives a crap. I prefer the strict ones. Keeps the neighborhood. It does ensure you to live in a beautiful place and you get a pool. Have fun, sweetie. HOA is great if they're ran great. Other HOAs suck, so be sure to read the fine print and ask questions. No HOA in your own pool is better. Amen. I've lived in HOA for 30 years. I love the community pool and closeness of our neighbors. I would never live in an HOA home. Monthly fees. I'm an HOA board member. Okay. HOAs are great if the board is reasonable. Also, homeowners don't bother to read the rules before they buy the house and then complain when the rules are enforced. Ooh, looks really nice. Enjoy. Looking good, girl. Just enjoy and stay away from social. Well, I think that may be her day job. Yes, we loved it when our kids were young, but they made us repaint our fence and take down our gazebo because HOA didn't approve. So great to see you, girl. Have fun. You're looking amazing, Mykelti. It looks like y'all are having a great time, and the rest are wonderful comments. So it's kind of half and half. I guess more so we're leaning toward they like the HOA, but in my opinion, it's rich, okay? But hey, I ain't saying ain't nothing bad with being rich, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Go ahead. Go ahead, be rich. But I'm going to tell y'all, if I was rich, and if I had that money, and if I did have the extra money to throw away, I would never even think about an HOA. I'd go buy an enormous amount of property. That way I could assure I do what I want with my own property. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't be too hard on Mykelti, okay? Let's not be too hard on anybody. Let's take this stuff, these videos, and these people as entertainment purposes only. That's the way it should be took, in my opinion. Let's not be Karens and get our panties in a wad. I love y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and share this video. Also, subscribe if you haven't already and hit that notification bell. Besides subscribe, make sure it's set to all so you'll be notified whenever I upload. By the way, main question I have still, how do you think Mykelti and Tony are able to afford Tony's brand new Ford truck, the brand new lavish big 3-story home, you could argue is a mansion because it's about the size of Robin's. Did you know that? And she can afford an HOA. Do you think Tony's chest job is paying that? Let me know in the comments below what you're thinking. I love you for watching. I'll see you in my next video or in the comments below.